Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go over the information. So the graph of y equals to negative of x negative 2 times x positive 5 is shown in the xy plane above. What is the area of triangle STR? Okay, here actually this is a quadratic function. So because when I multiply look at here, let me simplify the given function. We have y equals to negative of x negative 2 times x positive 5. Okay, here I multiply these two binomials. X times x is x square, x times 5 is 5x, and negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 10. So clearly it's a quadratic function. So we know that the graph of any quadratic function will be a parabola. So this is a quadratic function of the parabola we have over here. So we have a parabola, and we have the quadratic function which represents a parabola, and also there is a triangle given inside the parabola. So according to the question, we have to find the area of the triangle STR. That is, we have to find the area of this triangle. Okay, so here to get the area of any triangle, what's the formula for area of a triangle? 1/2 times base times height. So if I want to find the area of the triangle STR, I must be knowing its base and height. So the base is given by SR. So this length, SR gives the base of the triangle, and OT gives the height of the triangle. So once I know the length of SR and the length of OT, I can multiply them. That is base and height. Multiply them and multiply the result by 1/2 to get the area of the triangle STR. Okay, how to know how to find the length of SR and how to find the length of OT? Okay, in the given graph, the points S and R are the two x-intercepts of the parabola, because the parabola intersects x-axis at S and R. So S and R, the 2 points S and R are the two x-intercepts of the parabola, and the point T is the y-intercept of the parabola, because the parabola intersects y-axis at T. So my aim is to find the x-intercepts and y-intercepts of the y-intercept of the parabola. Once I find the x-intercepts and y-intercept of the parabola, I'll be able to get the length of SR, which is the base of the triangle, and the length of 40, which is the height of the triangle. Okay, now first let's find the x-intercepts S and R of the parabola. Okay, so let me write the given quadratic function, that is y equals to negative of x negative 2 times x positive 5. So this is a function, actually this is a quadratic function which represents the given parabola. Okay, to know the x-intercepts of the given parabola, what we need to do is we have to plug in 0 for y. So for any function, if I want to find x-intercept, I have to plug in y equals to 0. So I plug in y is equal to 0 into the given quadratic function. Okay, or the same equation can be written as negative of x negative 2 times x positive 5 equals to 0. Okay, to get rid of this negative sign, I multiply both sides of this equation by negative 1. So this negative times negative will become positive. 1 times this stuff will be the same. X negative 2 times x positive 5. Negative 1 times 0 will be still 0. Okay, now the product of the two binomials x minus 2 and x positive 5 equals to 0. So either the first one has to be 0, x negative 2 0, or x positive 5 has to be 0. So if I solve for x, I have to add 2 to both sides. When I add 2 to both sides, the negative 2 positive will cancel out. I get x is equal to 2. And here to solve for x, I subtract 5 from both sides. Positive and negative 5 will cancel out. I get x equals to negative 5. Okay, I got the two x-intercepts. The first x-intercept is 2 and the second x-intercept is negative 5. So we know that, so here this is the x-intercept we have on the left side of the origin. So it has to be negative. So here the x-intercept is actually, we have to write this one in terms of, actually the x-coordinate at this point is negative 5, or in terms of point it will be negative 5, 0. And so here the x-intercept R we have on the right side of the origin, so it has to be a positive value. So we can consider this 2 as x-coordinate over here. So as a point it will be 2, 0. Okay, now we got the two x-intercepts. Okay, now what we need is we have to find the y-intercept. Okay, to find y-intercept of the parabola, we have to plug in x is equal to 0 into the given quadratic function. For any function, if I want to find y-intercept, I have to plug in x is equal to 0 into the given function. So let me take the given function, that is y is equal to negative of x negative 2 times x positive 5. To find the y-intercept, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in x is equal to 0. So when I do so, it will be negative of 0, 0 negative 2 times 0 positive 5. Okay, y equals to negative of negative 2 times positive 5. So y equals to negative times negative will become positive, 2 times 5 will be 10. So the y-intercept is 10. That is at point T, the y coordinate is 10. As a point, it will be 0, 10. Okay, now, so here we have origin means we have 0 over here. So here we have the exponent is negative 5. What is the length of this line segment? So here we have negative 5, it's the origin. In terms of length, always we have to give, whenever we measure the length, always we have to give a positive value. So this length is 5. And what is this length? So because since we have exponent 2 over here, this length is 2. So what is the total length of SR? 5 plus 2, which is 7. So clearly the base of the triangle is 7. Okay, here we have 10 y coordinate. So what is the height of the triangle? Which is 10. So the base of the triangle is 7 and the height of the triangle is 10. Okay, now we can find area of triangle STR equals to 1/2 times base times height. Okay, 1/2 times the base of the triangle is 7, the height of the triangle is 10. Okay, so 1 times 7 is 7, 7 times 10 is 70, 70 divided by 2. So when I divide 70 by 2, it will be 35 square units. So the area of triangle STR is 35 square units.